All right, we have made it back. I think all these items should find their way downstairs. I wonder if I break this out, will that chest fall? Nope. Okay. It was worth a shot. Sure would be the easy way to get all that down here, wouldn't it? But no, we're going to have to, oh hey, we can do it this way. Okay, that works for me. All right, I am going to throw all these things into our chests, and we'll be right back to look at our storage options. Welcome back. We are here in the warehouse in Bleu. We're on the lowest level, and we've started planning out our storage. I did go back to is it Woolhampton, and I picked up as much stuff as I possibly could. I was going to leave some things there, but I have decided to bring everything here and then determine what items go to which village, depending on what that village is going to provide. I grabbed a bunch of the trunks. No, these are chests. Uh-huh. Yeah, are you helping? Good, thank you. Anyway, I grabbed a bunch of the chests from Woolhampton, and we also made some. And this is basically where we're starting. Okay, this here is our drop zone. When we find stuff, we'll bring it here, drop it in this trunk, and then part it out where it needs to go. I expect that we'll be doing a whole lot more micromanaging of this area as we go along. We have put some bookshelves up here with our village books. Now, these are the items that were in Woolhampton. I went ahead and brought them all back. Kind of want to have a full inventory of everything that we have and what can go where. We have also taken all of the food out of the other villages and brought it all here. It isn't really necessary for the food to be there because the villagers don't eat. So we must have gone that way. Most everything was brought down here. We have added a couple of mods, and we're going to touch on those mods here in this episode. Two of the mods are by someone named Sirix. I'm not sure how to say that. Anyway, one of them is called Better Crocks, and one of them is called Better Storage. And that has to do with these here. This is fresh for 20 years. This down here is fresh for 16 years. That's courtesy of Better Crocks. And let's see, in here we have a couple more vessels. Our storage on these items is much better. And I believe that has to do with these the storage vessels. It extends the shelf life of certain items. Okay. That's I like the idea of the Crocks. Look at this, 9 years. And this is on a crock that's not sealed. which is good because, again, I'm the only one who eats in this particular world, and we do have a lot of food, and it's a shame that it expires just like within days. This one here, 1.9 years for one serving. However, it does not transfer to the bowl. The bowl is still less than 5 days fresh. But that's okay. I could put that back in one of these Crocks, and that would give it 9 years. Okay, let's head back over to the warehouse. Yep, we need to, let's see, it's August. Yep, we're going to be looking at another harvest here soon. 15 days on our berries. Okay, maybe it's lunchtime. Okay, let's go in here and take a look at some of the items that we're going to use for storage. One of them is called Purposeful Storage. That is a mod by Sonz-ina. We have blanket rack, a glove rack, a hat rack. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm doing something. Yeah, you just stay over there. Okay. Anyway, hat rack and a necklace stand and pants rack, shoe rack, a wardrobe, butterfly display panel. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff here. We have a grass bin, a weapon rack, a sword pedestal. Okay. I don't know that we'll be using a lot of these right off the bat. But let's go ahead and grab ourselves a wardrobe, because we do have some clothes that we can put away. Let's see, this is a schematic rack. Okay. Oh, tuning cylinder rack. And another type of tuning cylinder rack. This one looks like it'd be on the wall, and this one looks like it would be on a flat surface. Let's go ahead and grab a wall. Another mod that we're going to be using is called food shelves. That is also by Sonz-ina. Wow, there's a lot here. We got an egg shelf, we've got a pie shelf, we've got a seed shelves. Ooh, hey, we could use those right now. Let's see what else is here we can use right now. Ooh, there's a double shelf. Okay. I'm not sure what we can do with that, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. Bread shelf, a pumpkin case, a wall cabinet. Stuff placed in this cabinet lasts up to 25% longer. I wonder what we would put in there. A bucket hook. Okay, that's new. A flour sack. Oh, that's neat. So when we grind up our grain, we can put it in these sacks right in our kitchen. Flour placed in this sack lasts up to 4 times longer. That's good. Seed bins. Okay. Displays the nutrient type and ideal temperature for the seeds kept inside. That's different. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a couple of those just for the fun of it. Oh gosh, let's see. A fruit cooler, a food display case, a meat freezer. Wow. A sealing jar. Dehydrated fruit placed in the sealing jar. Dries or melts 2.5 times faster. Grain stored in it fresh for 35% longer than in a storage vessel. Vegetable basket, mushroom basket, fruit basket, an egg basket. What is this, a top ton rack? Oh, and there's a ton. What are those very, very large barrels? What do we put in those? Do we put things in these like we put in the regular upright barrels? Let's grab one of those and a stand for it. And here is a barrel rack. Now, is this for the standard barrels or is it for the tons? Liquid stored in this barrel rack stay fresh 50% longer. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's play with the 2 or 3 items we have here. I want to see what this barrel is like. Needs to be placed in a ton rack. Okay, well, let's go get ourselves one of these. Because, are you telling me? Okay, no, that's a barrel rack. This is a ton rack. Okay, they are different. All right. Holy moly, that's huge. Wow. Okay, this can only hold liquids, right? That's what I'm getting out of the instructions right there. Wow. Okay, that's, yeah. It's quite interesting. Okay, there is no expanded life expectancy on the ton itself, but the rack provides extended life, which is good because if you've got that much liquid to fill one of those up, chances are you're going to want it to last a while, because that's a lot of, yeah, that's a lot of liquid. Okay, let's look at a wardrobe. Wait, I don't want you up there. There we go. And somewhere over here we do have clothing right over there. This is a tuning cylinder rack. Okay, let's put that up. And our shelf. Our shelf racks. Okay. Let's go grab this clothing and drop it in our wardrobe. Okay. Open. Oh, shift and open. Okay. All right. Let's see. We've got a shirt and a pair of pants and another shirt. Another shirt. A belt? Okay, the belt didn't go in there. Where did the belt go? Did it go on me? Oh, it did. Okay, there's the gloves. There's the pin. Copper torque. Where does that actually go on me? Yeah, not sure. So the jewelry cannot go in here. What goes down here? Shoes, maybe? Yep. Let's see. Where's our boots? Let's put our boots down here. Look at that. Our boots go right there. But our mittens do not. Well, now we know what that's for. Close. How do we close the doors? Oh, shift. You must hit shift. Okay. Excellent. Now we have to look at this. How many items can actually go in here versus the number of items in a chest, and the space that this is taking up, we can put 4 chests or 2 trunks. So this is not a space saver. So that would be something we'd probably do in a room, not down here as a storage device. Okay, let's grab some seeds. Let's do the onion seeds. And let's grab some turnip seeds. Okay. Now, this we know about because we have done this before. How many is it allowing me to put in here, but I'm not seeing them showing up in here? Oh my goodness. It's not just one packet of seeds per square. It can hold a lot of seeds. That one little space right there is holding 31 packets of seeds. This is definitely a space saver. Okay, and let's drop these in here. Shift and add. How many? Oh my goodness. And the little picture shows up right on the front. Oh, I like this. That can hold a lot of seeds. There's 47 in there right now. And it tells us the nutrient and the number, or the NP of the seed. I like that. Okay. I am going to put more seeds in these little boxes here because that's really neat. I like that. To me, this is very similar to putting things in the crates. Yep, definitely like that. Let's see, which one would I like better? Do I like this one better or this one better? I'm not sure. I really like this. And I think we could save a lot of space using this this method here, especially in the warehouse, because the plan is for everyone to bring all of their items here, and then other people to come here to get their items, just like a big warehouse. So we could conceivably fill these up. I don't know that I would use these in a small village who maybe only has a handful of seeds, because I'm not sure how much space that actually saves. Let's see. Let's grab a chest here, and can we put that right below you? Okay, this definitely takes up a whole block for 4 different seeds. The chest is definitely better as far as space management. However, this is really cool to look at. So we're going to do that for now. Okay, I'm going to finish filling these up with seeds, and I'll be right back. There we go. All of our seeds have been placed in our new seed bins. Yeah, I like that. At some point I will probably come back and organize it a little better. Maybe alphabetically, or by the N or the P or the K. Don't know yet. I haven't decided. I think we're going to go ahead and use these and not these. So we're going to take those away. Because, yeah, I really like that. I like that look. That's just a really good idea. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Can we put the tree seeds in there? I don't know. Let's find out. No, we cannot put tree seeds in these. Okay, so we'll put these back over here in the chest. What else can we find to organize using the items here in these mods? Fruit basket. What I did discover is that these baskets here do not prolong the life of the item you put in it. So I wouldn't use that just for general long-term storage. Cooling cabinet. What can we put in a cooling cabinet? Let's grab one and go find out. This is a food display block for what, like a pie maybe? Bread? Don't know. Let's see, this one here is a food display block with 3 shelves. This only has 2 shelves. Yeah, I don't know what we would put on that. A food display case. This is a fruit cooler. Oh, I like that idea. Okay, let's grab one of those. And this here is a meat freezer. I like that idea too. Let's take these 2 items over to the kitchen. And put some items in them. Yeah, I like how these folks just go on about their business. They don't give me any mind. Okay, let's, shall we put these up here? Wow. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be tough to get into from that, from this shelf here. We could remove this block and put it there. And let's see, a fruit cooler. I do believe we have some fruit. There is some fruit. Okay, there are 4. Yeah, I want this lower so that I can actually see inside of it. There we go. Okay, how do we put this in here? Oh my goodness. And we hit shift. We can use shift control to drop the whole batch in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, and there is our fruit. So, if we want to take it out, there it is. So what is the lifespan of our fruit? 9.7 days, 8.9 days. Okay. That's a little bit longer than it was over there. Here, it's 14.9 and 13.7 with that door shut. Oh, yeah, keep that door shut. Nice. Okay, this one here, what can we put in here? How do we open? Shift? Does this open as well? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, what would we like to put in there? Let's grab our onions and our cabbage. Oh, hey, there's a pomegranate. We can put that over here in our fruit keeper. Nice. Okay, we put our onions down here. Control. Let's see. I'm not able, no, don't eat it. I'm not able to put the stuff there. Is this only for things that are prepared? Prepared foods can only go in here? Because I did notice that there was a chunk of cheese. Okay, that's kind of what I'm thinking. This is for prepared foods. Okay, so these items at present do not have a special location. I do believe these can go in there. Okay, there we go. Nice. 9.3 years. Shift to close the doors. And there we go. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That'll work. Let's grab one of these here. Let's see. This one has 25.7 years. Let's put that in here and see how long. 99 years. Okay. Yeah, that's neat. So if we can, kind of looks like we can put the same number of items in here as we can in the same amount of space over here. And this just looks nicer. So yeah, we might go ahead and replace all of our shelves with these cooling cabinets. And like I said, I think, judging by the pictures, we can put a variety of different items in here. Anything that's in a cooking pot. We need to give this more thought. The only thing here is we can only put 4 different fruits in here. So we're going to go ahead and drop in another of those. Okay. Can we put a pumpkin in here? I don't think we can. Nope. We cannot put a pumpkin in there. Obviously, it's too large. But we do have the pumpkin shelf. Okay. Let's see. Is there a storage system for the grains? The sealing jars. I think there's just one problem with those. Let's see. Do we want things? We need to think about logically how we would get to these things. Let's see. How do we open it? We can carry this. Yeah, I'm not sure how we open that. Let's go ahead and grab... No, not you. Let's go ahead and grab some grain and drop that in here. How? Shift to add, Shift Control to add all of it. Oh my goodness! Definitely a space saver. Definitely. Let's go ahead and drop some more of these here, and I'm going to fill these up with my grains. There we go. We've moved all of our grains to our sealing jars. Even our sunflower grain can go in there. We had a lot of spelt, and that took up 5 of these spaces here. So that's definitely a space saver. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's see, what else? Where can we put potatoes? Can potatoes go up here? No, potatoes cannot go up there. I don't know if there is. Let's see. Well, let's keep looking, huh? We have some eggs. Let's grab one of these egg racks and see if that prolongs the life of our eggs. 21 days and 16 days. Okay. There we go. Oh, 1 egg per slot. All right. And we can mix our different breeds here. 16.2 days, 20 days. Okay. It didn't really extend it much, but it didn't shorten it either. Okay. Good. Yeah, I don't know what we can do with these other types of foods. Can we put peanuts up here? We can. Look at that. Nice. Wow, we are almost eliminating the need for these storage vessels. Okay, I like that. That's nice. A couple more mods that I would like to touch on right quick. They're by Dana Croluminum. One of them is More Piles, and the other is Place Every Item. I do know that the game has allowed us to place more items on the ground. So I couldn't say which is allowing us to do stuff like this. Is this game or is this from a mod? Those are the potatoes. The onions I cannot place down on the ground, no matter how I try. Whoa. So onions most definitely need to stay in the bins, or in the vessels. One thing I did notice too, though, is that this does not prolong their life expectancy, having them right here on the ground. So we are not going to leave them there. It just looks kind of neat. Soybeans. Can we put soybeans in here? Can we put another of these under that? No, it definitely has to be attached to the ceiling. Okay. I want to see if we can put soybeans. No. Okay, you cannot put soybeans in them. Oh, hey, look, there's some chicken feed. Can we put chicken feed in there? How about saltpeter? No on the chicken feed, no on the saltpeter. Okay, well, now we know. Cassava. Is cassava a fruit or a root vegetable? Let's see if we can put it in here. No, we cannot put it in there. All right. Where are you over there? You should be over here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Satisfied with that. Let's see. What was I going to grab? I was going to grab something. Oh, I remember now. We were going to swap all these out for the standing cabinet. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see, what's our life on this? 102 years, 89 years, 35 years, 74 years. Yeah, I think we can work with that. Plus, it looks nice. We could put one of those units up here and keep our bowl cool. What else have we got? We've got that. But I would still like to have a cool bin for the vegetables. You know, maybe you want to bring your chunks of meat up there and just have everything ready. Oh, look at that. Does it say how long my bowl is good for? It doesn't say. Oh, but this is 11 years now. Yeah, don't know how long my bowl is good for. All right, we're going to have to rearrange that world down there because that's an awful lot of twists and turns to get to our cooling room when we don't need to. Let's see, is there anything in here? Oh my gosh, yes there is. I do believe we were probably getting ready to cook. So let's go ahead and set that up. All right. That is going to be a few more meals done for us. Okay. Do we have anything on us? We have on us chalk. Let's go and return that over here. And we are going to head out to see what's in here. Okay, we put it in here for now. Oh, hey. Let's put that downstairs. Yeah, we're going to head over to... Oh, look at that. Oh, that's spiffy. I like that. Very nice. Yeah, this is going to be a very useful mod. Except for this. That looks nice, but again, not a space saver. But we don't really have that much clothing. Okay, anyway, focus. We are going to head over to... Do we need anything? We're going to need a knife. Let's grab a knife. Anything else? No, we're good. Oh, hold up. Pickaxe. Let's go ahead and grab a weapon. You just never know. And... I made a change to my carry-on mod. I know this seems ridiculous, but I can now carry that huge trunk on my back. So, we're going with it. I don't know what it's going to do to our ability to run. I don't know if it's going to interfere with our food consumption, but doesn't matter. I did make one other change, and that was so that I could run while carrying anything in the front or on my back. I didn't like how slow pokey my little person moved. And in the interest of not boring everybody, more so than you already are, with me traipsing through the world, carrying heavy items, we decided to make that little tiny change. Anyway, we are heading off to Hartford, I think it is. The village that is behind this village. Because it needs some work. Hi. Let's see, how do we get there from here? Oh, hey! What's in these? Obviously things I've left. Oh my! Look at that, 7 days. We need to get these back to the underground storage there, because it's nearly 100 degrees out here, and obviously that stuff has a very short life expectancy. Dude, really? Okay. I guess they can do that. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Anyway, they have a short life expectancy in 100-degree weather. Okay. There we go. Alright. We did put a road out here. Or a path. I don't know. Did they call them roads back then? Hi. Are you the, You are. Fine. Okay, let's see what we would like to do. We are going to raise this house. This is one of those little A-frames that's really low to the ground. And if we raise it up, we can get another bed in here. And a little better quality living environment. This here is somebody who's doing a little bit of ore work. I think we'll go ahead and let them keep this. I think it's more of a hobby at this point. So, and maybe they're just repairing tools or something. Hi. But they don't have a full-blown ore works going on there. So we'll go ahead and let that be. Okay, and this here definitely needs to be cleaned up. Maybe we'll do very much like we did with the other one. We'll turn that into a gathering place. This here, maybe this will be our future chicken coop. I hear bees. Is that possible? But why right here? That is very, very loud right here. Hey. A rubber ducky isopod. Okay. You hear the bees, right? Oh, look. There was an update on these doors. They can, yeah, we can use them and get the little room icon. We no longer have to replace those doors. Okay, this is very interesting to me. Why do I hear bees so loud right here? It makes me wonder if one of these chunks of log has bees in it. Oh, look. That's why I hear it. It's right there. But still odd how loud it is right here. Anyway, okay. Focus. Oh, golly. Is that ever loud? Okay, well, we have bees. And we have a well, and what else needs to be done here? Hi. I don't know. Do you have a purpose? We'll give you a roommate eventually. Okay, and quite possibly a cellar. Yeah. Where is the path to the big house over here? There's no path. Okay, where's the door? How do you get in here? Okay, you can keep doing that, but I don't think it's gonna work. Where's the door? We're definitely gonna have to run some more paths. Okay. Yeah. Definitely have to make a few changes, like we do in all of the villages, especially, what are you doing? Especially in these villages that are similar to ones that we have already had to make changes in. These are all empty. It's like somebody already robbed you guys. Okay. Nice. Hey, there's some stuff down here. There's a lot down here. I mean, not stuff, but storage. And these pretty vessels. Is there anything in the crates? No, they're empty. Okay. Well. Okay. Probably do the same thing here we did in the other fort, just like this one. Move a lot of this to the round building in the middle and turn that into a gathering place and a kitchen and the dining hall for these folks. Okay, so that's kind of the plan, and we're going to bring some of these down and put them throughout the village. Pretty much the same thing we do in most of the villages similar to this one. Is get these people out of this area during the day and get them into the village. Do we need to plant the gardens? Yeah and no. Okay. We probably already did this and they died. Couldn't tell you when. Okay. Have we gotten a good look at this village? So we have a nice before, and we'll get you an after when I go through it and make my changes. Let's see, we have our corner pillars. I'm not sure we can reduce this village by much. So we're going to leave the perimeter just as it is, and it just barely butts up into this one. It's just that far apart. I couldn't make this one any smaller. The perimeter of it. Just look at the layout of the village itself. It's quite spread out. But we can definitely add more buildings in here. This village here and this one over here are going to be our meat source for our little world here. We already have our chicken coop over here and a barn over here. I don't know if this will be just egg production and chickens over here. I think we might do that simply because of how small it is. And there really isn't a lot of space here compared to over here where we could have 100 chickens running around. And we already have a pretty neat little area for their chicken coop. Okay, so this one here is going to be, let's see, chickens and anything bees can give us. Wax, honey, and bees. Let's see. We need to justify this number of soldiers. Are the bees and the honey and the chickens that valuable? Is there something we can add here that justifies having this little army to protect it? Yeah, not sure. But definitely over here, this is where our meat's going to be. This is our cows and our eggs. Maybe over here we could do the pigs. That would work. Bacon is really, really valuable and it needs to be protected. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We got our cows over here and our eggs, and over there we've got our pigs and our chickens and our bees. Okay, tentatively that is the plan. We've already got some birds moved in over here. That's quite nice. Okay, nice. All right, so that's the plan, I think, for now. So I am going to... We're going to go down here to the chicken coop and just look around. Sorry, don't mean to scare you. Good thing the doors are open. You can run. We have any eggs in here? No. Got a lot of birds. Oh, there's a couple. Okay, anything over here? Yep, there's a couple there too. Good. All right. We're going to have to remove the males. I don't know. Are those chicken eggs or are those... Yeah, I don't want to touch them to find out what kind of eggs they are, just in case they belong to the pheasants. Yeah, it doesn't say. Because I'm thinking eggs are eggs. It doesn't matter who's producing them. Oh my. Hey, you know what? This place could probably benefit from one of those, you know, one of those things that attaches to the, let's see here. Let's get one. Oh, you're not going to stick to that? Why not? Has to be attached to the ceiling of an unchiseled block. Okay, can't use a slab. Has to be a block. Would we want to... Oh, I guess we could do that, right? Why not? We can do anything we want. All right, let's grab all of this and fill up this glass jar and see how long this is going to last. 300? Yeah, that's much better than being out here in the heat. Out here, 64 days. Okay. And in here, 338. And there's 720 grains in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, back to the plan. We don't have anybody over here. Well, not right now. All this grass needs to be mowed. You know, it'd be kind of neat if our animals actually made the grass disappear as they graze. But yeah, I don't see that happening. Okay, back to the plan, folks. I'm going to grab these items down here, first of all, and we're going to return them to the other village. Oh, golly. Obviously, these are things we had in our pockets for whatever reason. I'm going to go ahead and leave them because we're going to be working right back there in the other village. Okay, anyway, I'm going to run these over to the other village, and then I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to start working in that back village, and we're going to put our plan into action. These are going to be our meat-providing villages. All right, we shall return.